Hello and welcome to my channel. This is a test run. I'm gonna play against a skirmish against computers. Yes, I try it out. It's first time recording, so let's see how it goes. I'm gonna add a normal computer, standard strength computer here. Fight against. I'm playing as the Oberkommando West. I think I'm gonna be facing some Soviets. In this case, I'm gonna choose a little 1v1 map here, a small one. To get some action going. I'm just going to use the Ladoga Karelia map. I think it's going to suit my needs. Let's not do victory points. I want to play some Annihilation because that's more fun. Let's ramp. Nah, let's use standard resources. That's sure. Yeah, okay, that'll do. All right, so let's go. Let's see how this goes. So my usual strategy when I'm playing Oberkommando West is either to spam Sturm Pioneers early game, or I will go for the Panzer Fusiliers to have like a mid to late game kind of build. As you can see here, I've chosen the bulletins of to increase the armor penetration on the Raketenwerfer 43 because I think that's one of the best anti-tank guns in the game, actually. So it's very useful against enemy tanks. That's a quite long range, a pretty big cone of fire, which is good. Out of these commanders, I usually use the fortifications when I play Sturm Pioneers, or I will use this one to give them the Flammenwerfer 35 equipment upgrade. Also, the Flampanzer 38 Hetzer is a pretty good anti-infantry tank. Okay, so now I've picked. I've already chosen to play the Sturm Pioneers, so I don't have the one with the Panzer Fusiliers in this game. Okay, let's go. So usually I start out. When I start out, I try to. As I mentioned, I usually build some Sturm Pioneers. I try to go for either like the fuel points or the ammunition points, because as we all know, in order to win in this game, you most often will need tanks. But the munitions is very good for calling in abilities, upgrading equipment and units, using grenades and so forth. Sometimes you can skip taking a so I took this point right here, but you can sometimes skip that and just go straight for the fuel point, which is a very viable strategy. Make sure to always use all your manpower to always put out new units in the field. It's going to be very important to get upper hand. You really need to put pressure on the enemy as soon as you can. As you can see here, I've just noticed that these two territories are not connected, this one and this one. So when I've captured this one, I actually not gonna get any fuel for that because it's not connected to my home territory, which is not good. But yeah, it's like at this point it's really, it's just a fucking this is just a skirmish, so it doesn't really matter. You can build a Kubelwagen, but I was fairly slow with building it this time. Kubelwagens are really good to outflank machine gun positions, which can be of vital importance when you play the Sturm Pioneer squads, because they have a short range. They're like short to medium range, and they're right, like they've been patched over the years, so right now they're not really that good at taking damage. Before they were a lot more resilient, but now they will like fucking melt away when they are targeted by the enemy fires. You have to keep an eye out for that. This is not when I have like you shouldn't have 2 units capturing 1 point. That's really unnecessary. So one thing I've noticed is that my webcam window is a little bit too small. When I lean to some sides, I won't fit in the cam, so I'll have to change that for later. So by this time, you can either spam more Stone Pioneers. In a multiplayer game, you would have been fighting already, but as you can see, we are not really fighting. There we got fighting. Always use cover when you're fighting. Like, of course, green cover is the best cover you can get, but everything is better than nothing, and sometimes you can actually get like fucking worse. Oh, they actually used an anti-tank grenade on my car. That's surprising. So I'm gonna close in with my Stone Pioneers here to make use of their superior short-range capabilities. I'll try to repair my car. There's no need for losing anything in to gain nothing. So if you have a unit that you paid like 210 manpower for, there's no point in losing it. So if you can repair it. Sometimes you don't have time to repair it. That's a fairly good fucking Molotov. Sometimes the AI is actually making good decisions.
Pioneer Group is ready for action.
Which is not great for me, but I like to see it.
Mobile command has been set. The static post is now in operation.
So as you can see, my Gullwagen has nothing against this scout car. So it's very important to be quick to get away with your... So it's trying to escape. I'm gonna hunt it down, shoot it, take it explode. It's probably the best choice. So I've put up this here, reinforcement station, whatever. Now I'm gonna build a rocket and Werfer, because it's if this would have been a multiplayer game, somebody might have been like putting out it's called like light tanks or something. So it's good to be prepared for that, because if you don't have any anti-tank, it's gonna be a hard time. I mean, you can upgrade these with the combat package to get some Panzerschreck, but it's not really worth it, because the Panzerschreck is not that accurate. It has some damage, but you usually have to have like at least 3 Panzerschrecks to be able to do to kill something. So they will just like run away with whatever they have, like kite you, if you use those terms, to like hurt your units. They retreat. If they take any damage, they repair it, so forth. Which is a very viable strategy in this game. So as mentioned before, this is just like fuck, it's called trial. Just trying to learn how to stream. Never done it before, but I thought it might be fun because I like this game. Like if I stream this game, I'm probably gonna get some hate by people online because they're gonna be mad at my decisions and so forth. And I am by no means an elite player. I just like playing the game. I try my very best. Sometimes I try to make use of strategies that is not like the best strategies, but I think that's more fun. It's more fun than just going with what's always the best. So sometimes I will like spam. I will spam a unit that's not particularly good, try to make it useful, try to make it work, but I'm just gonna fall back with these guys. I'm not gonna retreat all the way back to the base. That's one of the... It's time to retreat to this guy. Now I'm just gonna put this machine gunner up to make it useful. In normal cases, you will of course like to utilize cover, but it's not as of important with a machine gunner because one machine gunner is there to suppress stuff, and one of its most important features is to have, you need to have like the, what's it called, like the cover area of the machine gun's fire area needs to be placed in a good way to make use of its ability to suppress enemy infantry. Because sometimes you can feel like, oh, I need to use this cover, blah blah blah, but it might actually impair the unit's ability to fight and to suppress enemy units. So that's not good. This is one ability that I very much like when I play like this commander, because it gives the Storm Pioneers S minefields, these minefields, which is like they are so good anti-infantry tool to use. It costs 60 munitions, which is like, it's kind of expensive, but it can reduce an enemy squad to down to like 1 or 2 members if placed in a effective manner. So now it's kind of reckless because I try to put it in front of their machine guns, which is fucking insane. But you know, sometimes you make a mistake. Let's just try again. Rinse, repeat. Get good or die trying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Command Hamtrak has been permanently established as a static post.
Gotta fall back with this guy, and when you have like two, okay, any two half tracks converted, which is maybe this is what it requires.
So much blood.
I actually think it's quite uncertain what it means, but what you need is like the fallback position to make your units able to retreat into your medical headquarters, because the medical headquarters as a forward position is very useful because it will reduce the time needed to walk to the front and fight when you've retreated. So it's if you use it correctly, that's very good. So I've been sitting around with this Kugelwagen. As you can see, now that I've repaired it between combats, it's actually stacked up a fair amount of veterancy, which will increase its combat abilities. Now I'm going to build a Panzerkampfwagen medium tank. So obviously the goal with this game is to invade the AI's base, destroy the base. Destroy the base and win the game. So now I control almost all of the map. As you can see, I'm trying to put out minefields to stop all enemy attempts to... As you can see here I actually get some usage from my machine gun, it's a suppressed this penal battalion. Penal battalions, oh, since as you can see, the it's very effective. It killed a whole engineer squad. So if they don't like if they're not aware of their surroundings when they walk around with their units, they might fall
Ready to provide support.
fall victim to the minefields. And the minefields are very useful to knock down points. As you can see, I put out minefields across points to deny the enemy any real possibility to take points, because it will hurt your squad so much that they will be forced to retreat. These guys, shock troops, they're very dangerous tools. Now that I'm facing an AI that is very like indecisive, that doesn't know what it wants, it's very easy to kill them. But I would never, ever squad against squad use a Storm Pioneer against Storm shock troops, because they are so vastly superior to my Storm Pioneers. They are more squad members, they have more rapid fire, and they are, as you can see, my minefields are tearing them up, and it's a delight to see. It makes me so happy. As you can see on my face, I'm very happy. But now it's time to finish this game. You need to destroy. You will need to destroy their bunkers in order to invade with the infantry. I've gathered a lot of infantry here, so that shouldn't be that big of a problem. Just make sure that they don't show up with any anti-tank guns or any tanks, because then you might have a problem with your tank, which we want to avoid. But it's making pretty fast work with this bunker right there. We just need to kill 2 bunkers or something. I'm gonna upgrade all my Storm Pioneers with some combat packages right now, because I want them to be able to kill. Oh, that's an ability I've never seen before. That's actually pretty cool. It seems like it will repair itself, the Kugelwagen, when it has high enough veterancy, which is fucking awesome. I did not know that existed. It's a nice surprise. Very nice surprise. But as I said before, let's upgrade everyone with the combat package so they can destroy buildings. Because right now we don't have that many tanks. I'm gonna build another Panther, and then we will fairly soon be able to invade the base, kill them, and win the game. So this was a fairly easy game. Of course you can use your anti-tank Raketenwerfer 43s, anti-tank guns. They're very useful at destroying buildings actually, because of their pretty good range. And even if the enemy is out of sight, you can use these rocket launchers just by using this button in the background. Then you can, like, even if they're out of sight, you can place an attack round anywhere and then shoot towards that location, which will not be quite as accurate as when they have line of sight, but it will do the trick. They will land some shots, which might do, so you can actually destroy it. This is a very useful tactic against the British, which they usually use Bofors, like light anti-aircraft guns, or whatever they're called. They are very good against infantry-like vehicles. They will obliterate infantry squads in a fast pace. So, as a West player, you can destroy them very quickly, actually, with the rocket. You only need one. Just place it. To place it out of its line of sight, as I mentioned earlier, use its ability to attack in the fog of war. Usually, it's going to be a quick work. Usually, I don't Storm Pioneers because I mean, like, it's kind of pointless, because as I said earlier, so you only get one, which ain't a lot.
The battle has been won.
Oh, I won. So that was a surprise. Couldn't see that coming, but this was just like some tryout tutorial testing game. So I was just so the thing I said about the Storm Pioneers combat package really not worth it because it gives them one Panzerschreck, which is enough to deal with some like half track or something like that, you know, scout car, whatever. But it's not enough to deal with any tank. Then you will need like some squads, a lot of squads with Storm Pioneers that have the combat package. So guys, that's the short video of today. Hope you enjoyed it. As I mentioned before, this is my first, really my first recording of me playing. And as mentioned, I just enjoy playing this game. I thought I could like explain some stuff I do to give like tips and tricks to new players, maybe to some what's it called? Not advanced, but like intermediate players, so they will get like some new ideas and strategies to try out. As you can see, I don't know everything about this game. I just learned that the Kubelwagen gets auto repair when it hits like rank 4 or 5, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so thanks for today guys, thanks for watching, see you next time.